Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm compelled to comment on some events that took place yesterday at the PF Secretariat. And I think, as everybody knows, our Matero MP, Honorable Mao Samba, mobilized some thugs to go to the PF Secretariat and caused a lot of damage to property and other important things. And he said a lot of things which to me was very, very disappointing. But more important, I want to indicate that this behavior of Mr. Mao Samba is not the last or the first behavior. Mr. Mao Samba has been truant within the party. Not starting now, it started a long time ago. I remember when Mr. Mao Samba was the Deputy Minister of Finance and Mr. Chikwanda was the Minister. He started playing games and Mr. Sata warned that you go and see Mao Samba to stop whatever he's doing. Because if he continues doing what he's doing, I'll be forced to take action which will not be good for him. And I related that part to him. The death of Mr. Sata was even another event where he aspired to become president of the PF. Now, he has been using this issue that he is a relative of Mr. Sata. Yes, it could be true. But once you form a political party, like the PF was formed by Mr. Sata, it ceases to be a family institution. It is a public institution. So Mr. Sata, with the possible members of the family, must realize that the PF, as it stands now, is a public institution. And the selection of leaders within the party shall follow the rules and regulations set by the party. Now, to insinuate that anybody who is aspiring for a position in the PF must be a relation of Mr. Sata is far from being true. Because I can tell you that when Mr. Sata was unaware, possibly the last few days before he died, I was one of the few people that had an interaction with him. And I posed the question that, my brother, you are not looking good. He says, no, but I'll be okay. I'm going to Britain. I think I'll be okay. I said, no, in an event that something that we don't expect to happen does happen, what happens with the leadership of the PF? And Mr. Sata says, what are you talking about? If I die as an individual, are you saying that everybody else in PF has died? You people who will be there should have the ability to sit down and look at the leadership of the party. Because if I die, it means on my part, I've done my part. Now, soon after Mr. Sata died, insinuations started coming up, as if there were people who were chosen or proposed to take over. Mr. Sata left it to the membership of the party to choose who the leaders could be. At the time, together with Mao Samba, the people of Zambia decided to set on Edgar Lungu as the president. And this has been a problem for Mao Samba to take because he thought he would automatically take over the leadership of the PF based on the fact that he is a nephew of the late president. Working with an organization or an institution or a political party like the PF, you don't consider family trees as very important too. If we follow those issues, we create a problem. It means we will create a problem that almost was created by the UPND when Masoka died. Sentiments like that of Honorable Sejan says, no, when a Tonga can succeed a Tonga, it created a problem for a long time for the UPND. So if we start using tribe or family connections as a measure of identifying leadership, we will mislead ourselves. And this is a problem that has been there. Of late, there is also a problem of the so-called founding members. And people create a lot of noise that I'm a founding member, I should be considered first before anybody else. This culture of founding members is one issue I can speculate is letting down the UPND. Once a political party has been formed and it's a public institution, let us agree that the most important part is performance. All those that join the party must contribute to the growth of an institution. In the case of PF, after the loss of an election, it's a known fact that PF went into serious problems. There were very few people who could talk and defend the party. Everybody feared of being arrested. Among very few that were able to talk and defend the party was Nakachinda. I don't think Nakachinda looked at it that, no, since I'm not a member, I cannot talk on behalf of the youth of the PF. Those are issues which are peripheral. You shouldn't focus on those issues. So the choice of Nakachinda, in my view, was based on performance and his ability to contain pressure. Remember that PF right now is an opposition political party. So the selection of leaders cannot be based on the fact that PF is still in government. We are not in government. You look at people that can talk the policies of the party and defend it. And out of many people, Nakachinda stands out very well. You see, how many times has Nakachinda been arrested and be locked up in trying to defend the PF? So at this hour, he qualifies the leader within the PF. So the insinuations that no, only family members, no, we shouldn't do that. Kaunda had so many freedom fighters that helped him to liberate this country. But this choice was not based on who was close, who was related to me. It was based on performance and the ability to deliver. This thing has grown. I mean, this is the one thing I can easily say. It's almost draining President HH. People are blackmailing him that, no, me, I was a founder member, you cannot choose that one. No. Who has not been a founder member? In UNIP, the founder member, some of them never saw the importance of getting independence. In MMD, how many people fought? But not everybody was rewarded. We all look at performance-based arrangements. This time around, PF is at its lowest position. We look at performance, who is going to contribute to the success of an organization. So the thinking of Mao Sampa plus others who think, no, he's not related to Mr. Sata. Mr. Sata never chose anybody based on his relationship with him. Where is this thing coming from? So I want to urge my colleagues, and I know I'm not shy to say that most of my Bemba colleagues, you are my boyas. Let us move on. When the choice of Edgar Lungu was taking place, most of the meetings were taking place. Most of the meetings were dominated by our Bemba colleagues. And they warned that if we choose a leader of PF based on ethnicity, we are going to create a problem which will be very difficult to cure. And they all shifted that let us support Edgar Lungu. Even now, when we're in the opposition, let us not drive the agenda of tribe or family. Let us look at the best performance. The best performance, let them be given space to drive the party forward. Otherwise, the idea of trying to fight Nakachinda will not take us anywhere. Give space to Nakachinda to perform, and we'll judge him based on what he is doing to the party. So the last part is, I want to urge members of the Central Committee that with all the insinuations created by Mao Sampa, that is related, is what the Central Committee must make a decision based on the conduct of Mao Sampa. If we're going to have people who can behave like that, go into an organization, break the window panes, do whatever you want to do, and to some extent even hire thugs which are suspected to be members of the opposition to go and put up fire at the secretariat to demonstrate that this is the end of the regime of PF, then you tolerate them. Then it shows weakness within the Central Committee. Necessary steps must be taken and be taken now to avoid such type of distraction. What this young man is doing is to destroy the dreams of Mr. Sata, and nobody is going to support it. Not even his children, not even his family. What he's doing is not correct. Let us do the right thing, and remember, as I want to repeat, we are in the opposition. we have to claim back the leadership of this government through the right of appointments, through the right of leadership. Then we proceed and achieve what we want to achieve. And we must condemn all those disgruntled characters who want to use cheap means to gain political mileage. Those are enemies of the party and the organization. Thank you very much.